Have your legs started to betray you? Maybe they feel a little weaker, a bit stiffer, or just not as reliable as they once were. If you've noticed that simple things, like standing up from a chair, walking across the room, or climbing stairs, are starting to feel more difficult, you're not alone. As we enter our 60s, 70s, and beyond, these changes can sneak up on us. But here's the truth no one tells you. You don't have to accept weak, tired legs as just a part of aging. There are powerful, practical things you can start doing today that can protect your legs, improve your strength, and boost your confidence with every step you take. These aren't medical treatments or gym routines. They're 5 simple yet urgent daily habits, backed by stories of real people who turn things around. Watch this video until the end, because what you learn today might not just help you feel steadier on your feet, it might completely transform the way you care for your legs for the rest of your life. Daily gentle leg stretches. One of the most overlooked yet most powerful things you can do for your legs after 60 is simple. Stretch them every day. Not forcefully, not like an athlete prepping for a marathon, just gentle, intentional movements that wake up the muscles and remind your body that it's still alive, still strong, and still yours. As we age, it's common for our muscles, especially in the legs, to tighten. You may notice it first thing in the morning, when you swing your legs out of bed and feel that stiffness in your calves or knees. Or maybe after sitting for a while, your legs feel like they've turned to stone. That tightness might seem harmless, but it can quietly rob you of your flexibility, make everyday movements harder, and slowly increase your risk of falling. Because when your legs lose their freedom of motion, you lose confidence in your balance. And that changes how you walk, how you move, and how you live. But here's the good news. Just a few minutes a day of gentle stretching can reverse that trend. You don't need fancy yoga poses or complicated routines. In fact, the simplest stretches are often the most powerful. Gently reaching for your toes while seated, doing a soft calf stretch against a wall, or even lifting your leg and rotating your ankle while watching the news. All of these micro movements send a message to your body: I still care. Let's meet someone like George. He's 76 now. A few years ago, he started noticing his legs felt stiff every morning, like they didn't want to wake up. Walking to the kitchen took effort. Stepping onto the curb felt like climbing a step stool. For a while, he chalked it up to getting older. But one day, after stumbling on his front porch, George decided to talk to his doctor. The recommendation? Start stretching, just 5 minutes a day. George was skeptical at first. He thought stretching was something athletes did, not older folks like him. But he gave it a try. Every morning, he stood behind a chair, held onto the back for support, and gently stretched his calves and thighs. The change didn't happen overnight, but within a couple of weeks, he began to feel looser. His legs felt lighter, and his balance improved. That morning stiffness started fading. And more than anything, George said he began to feel a sense of control again. No, he wasn't turning back the clock, but he wasn't letting time push him down either. And here's what's most beautiful about this habit. It's not just physical. Every time you take a moment to stretch your legs, you're doing something deeply personal. You're honoring your body. The same legs that carried you through work, through raising a family, through pain and joy, and everything in between, they deserve attention. Stretching becomes a way of saying, "You've done so much for me. Now let me take care of you." You're not just increasing flexibility, you're building resilience, confidence, and dignity. And when you start each day with a few simple stretches, you set a tone. Today I choose strength. Today I move forward. Simple seated or standing leg lifts. Now that your legs are warmed up with gentle stretches, it's time to build a different kind of strength, the kind that helps you stand tall, stay steady, and feel secure with every step. One of the most effective and surprisingly simple ways to do that is with leg lifts. You might be thinking, I'm not trying to bodybuild, I just want to stay on my feet. Exactly, and that's why leg lifts are perfect. They're not about muscle bulk, they're about stability. They quietly activate the muscles that support your knees, hips, and ankles, the very joints that determine how confidently you walk, climb stairs, or even stand in the shower. And here's the best part. You can do them anytime, anywhere. Whether you're sitting in your favorite chair watching the morning news or standing at the kitchen counter waiting for your coffee, all it takes is a few minutes. Just lift one leg, hold it briefly, lower it down, and repeat. Then switch sides. Go slowly, go gently. The strength builds over time. Now imagine someone like Alice. She's 80, sharp as a tack, independent, and determined to stay that way. But recently, she started feeling a little wobbly getting out of her car or stepping off a curb while running errands. At first, she brushed it off. It's just age, she thought. But one day, after stumbling and catching herself on a parking meter, she realized she needed to do something before something did her in. So Alice made a choice. She didn't buy gym gear, she didn't sign up for classes. She simply started lifting each leg 5 times on each side every morning while watching her favorite show. That was it. A week later, she added a few more reps. Within a month, something shifted. That little wobble, it disappeared. Getting out of the car felt easier, her confidence returned. But perhaps even more importantly, she felt proud. Not just because her legs were stronger, but because she had taken control. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, take a second right now and comment number 2 below. It tells us you're here, you're listening, and you're taking steps to protect your health. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss a chance to learn, grow, and stay strong. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you. Back to the leg lifts. What makes them so powerful is their simplicity. You don't need to remember a routine. You don't need to change your clothes. You just need to move intentionally. And each time you do, you're sending a clear message to your body. I still have strength in me. I still have control. Every lift, every repetition builds more than just muscle. It builds momentum. It tells your body that aging isn't a downhill slide. It's a series of small choices, small victories that keep you standing taller, walking steadier, and living life on your own terms. Because here's the truth, it's never too late to start. And it's always the right time to take care of the legs that carry you. Walk for a few minutes every hour. Let's talk about something so simple, so ordinary that most people overlook it: walking. Not walking marathons, not power walking with ankle weights, just a few minutes every hour. It sounds easy, and it is, but the impact? It's massive. Here's the quiet danger many seniors face: inactivity. Not because they don't care, but because it sneaks up in innocent ways. A crossword puzzle that turns into 2 hours in the same chair. A TV program that becomes an afternoon marathon. Time passes and the body stays still. And while the mind might be engaged, the legs slowly begin to shut down. When we sit for long periods, blood flow to the lower legs slows, muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and before you know it, getting up feels like trying to move stone pillars. That's why even a short walk, 2, 3, 5 minutes, can change everything. Gets your blood moving, wakes up your muscles, and sends oxygen where your legs need it most. It also supports your heart, lungs, and brain, all from just standing up and walking. Let me introduce you to Frank. He's 79, a retired teacher, lifelong reader, and a guy who genuinely enjoys peace and quiet. Most mornings, he'd sit down with his newspaper and coffee and stay there. In the afternoon, he'd watch a bit of TV. Before long, hours had passed without moving. His legs began to feel stiff. His ankles swelled. His energy dipped. And his sleep, restless. But after a casual suggestion from his doctor, Frank decided to try something simple. Every hour, on the hour, he would walk for 5 minutes. Around the house, down the hallway, even just marching in place if the weather was bad. And that's when things started to shift. Within a week, his legs felt less heavy. His balance improved, his energy came back. He even said his mood lifted. Those little walks became the rhythm of his day. They gave him purpose, clarity, and the physical strength to stay independent. What had once seemed like a small change became a life-changing habit. And the beauty is, you can do this too. No special gear, no travel, no classes, just a willingness to stand up and walk around your home, on your porch, to the mailbox and back. It all adds up because every time you move, you're investing in your freedom, your ability to live without fear of falling, without the weight of weakness. Walking isn't just good for your legs, it's a signal to your body that you're alive and engaged. It tells your muscles to stay awake, your circulation to stay strong, and your mind to stay sharp. Even more, These moments of movement create a kind of mental momentum. You'll find yourself looking forward to them. You'll notice your body responds more quickly, and slowly, hour by hour, day by day, you'll build strength, stability, and pride. Now let's shift from movement to mindful care. Because while walking strengthens your legs, touch can heal them. And one of the most overlooked yet incredibly powerful things you can do as you age is to gently massage your calves and feet. You might wonder, what could rubbing my legs possibly do? The answer? More than you think. As we grow older, our circulation naturally slows, especially in the lower parts of the body. The blood doesn't flow as freely, the tissues lose their bounce, and that familiar feeling of heaviness, swelling, or even numbness in the feet becomes more common. Add in long periods of sitting or standing, and it's no surprise your legs feel tired by the end of the day. But here's the magic. Gentle massage can wake those areas back up. It stimulates blood flow, relaxes tight muscles, and keeps your tissues soft and responsive. You don't need expensive oils, special training, or deep pressure. Even the simple motion of kneading your calves with both hands, or making slow circles with your thumbs on the soles of your feet, can do wonders. Just a few minutes a day is enough. Let's take a look at Ruth. She's 82, a proud gardener, a loving grandmother, and a woman with a full heart and a full day. But by evening, her legs would ache, her feet would swell, and when she tried to sleep, the discomfort kept her tossing. That's when she decided to try something new. Every night before bed, Ruth would sit on the edge of her bed, take a little lotion, and give her legs and feet some care. The results? Stunning. Within days, she noticed she was sleeping better. Her legs felt lighter, her feet no longer burned, and more than anything, she felt a sense of peace. That 5-minute ritual became something sacred, a way to close each day with kindness and care. But beyond the physical benefits, there's something even more powerful happening. Because when you sit down, breathe deeply, and give attention to the legs that carry you, you're offering yourself a moment of gratitude. You're saying, thank you, legs. Thank you for holding me up through all of life's steps, struggles, and triumphs. That kind of love, it changes everything. It shifts your mindset from getting old to growing wiser, from slowing down to showing up for yourself. And if you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please take a moment to comment number 4 below. It's a sign that you're not just listening, you're investing in your own well-being. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss more content like this. Your support helps us keep creating these life-changing tips for you and others like you. Now let's move on to one of the most effortless yet powerful habits you can build into your daily routine, and one that requires absolutely no movement at all. That's when his doctor gave him a simple suggestion: elevate your legs each afternoon. So Harold did. Every day around 4 p.m., he'd stretch out on the couch, rest his legs on 2 pillows, and just breathe. No effort, no workout, just stillness. And something amazing happened. The swelling reduced, his legs felt lighter, sleep came easier. But more than that, he felt cared for, not by someone else, but by himself. That daily moment of calm became his favorite part of the day. Because elevating your legs isn't just about circulation. It's about honoring the parts of you that have carried so much. It's a reminder that your legs deserve rest, that your body deserves care, and that even in stillness, you can build strength. So the next time you feel tired or your legs ache, or the day just feels heavy, pause, find a quiet space, lift your legs, breathe, and know that in this simple act, you're choosing healing, you're choosing comfort, you're choosing you, your legs, your strength. So as we wrap up this journey together, take a quiet moment to reflect on what you've just learned. These 5 habits aren't complicated. They don't require special equipment, expensive programs, or even a lot of time. But what they do require is something far more powerful: your willingness. Your willingness to care, to move, to rest, to touch, to listen to the needs of the legs that have carried you for decades. Let's recap. Gentle daily stretches to wake your legs up and keep them moving freely. Simple leg lifts to build confidence, strength, and stability, right from your chair. Walking a few minutes every hour to keep your blood flowing and your energy alive. A calming calf and foot massage to honor your legs at the end of a long day. And finally, elevating your legs to give them the rest they so deeply deserve. None of these require dramatic change, but together they create a ripple effect. They restore confidence, they protect independence, and most importantly, they reconnect you to a part of your body that often suffers in silence. So I ask you, which of these habits are you ready to try today? What stood out to you the most? How will you begin giving your legs the care they've earned through a lifetime of loyal service? Please leave a comment below and share one insight or intention you're taking with you. We read every response, and your thoughts help others feel less alone and more inspired. If this video brought you value, please like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more tips designed to keep you strong, healthy, and living life on your terms. And remember, your legs are not a burden, they're a blessing. Treat them with care and they'll continue to carry you through joy, through purpose, through whatever's next. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.